This is Laurie Buchanan and Aaron Buchanan from the Cult Classics, and you are watching Ramsey.
Aaron Buchanan and the Cult Classics, even better known as Aaron and his wonderful, beautiful sister Lauren. How's it going?
Very well, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. So you guys are playing tomorrow.
Yep.
Are you excited about the performance?
Yeah, it should be great. I mean, after our Camden Rock show, we did a warm-up show last week, and it was a phenomenal outturn. So I'm hoping, I mean, the band played great. We've loved it. I'm hoping we can bring that energy to the Dogtooth stage tomorrow.
I mean, when we called up at Hard Rock Hell in November, we were indirectly dropping dirty great hints about Download Festival, weren't we? Because you couldn't announce it.
Definitely.
But I mean, you guys are here. It's fantastic. The weather's beautiful. I mean,
it's been so good this weekend.
And no one really knows where they are because it's not like Download to be sunny. You can still see grass in the arena. You've also just released your debut album.
Yes.
Every album tells a story. What about yours?
So this album, The Man with Stars in His Knees, to boil down a long story. The Man with Stars in His Knees in Russian history tattoo, in Russian tattoo history, yes, it bows to nobody. It's an album that bows to no authority. It was built by 4 people: Laurie Buchanan, myself, James Curtis Thomas, who was our producer, and our very, very, very good friend Ryan Woods. And it's an album of struggle. Like, I feel great now. Like everything's all good and cushy, but in the couple of years that it took me to build the idea and get the music down, they were not good times, and I'll never pretend that they were, especially with my departure from my previous band. There was a lot to talk about, there was a lot that I wanted to say, and there was if you will, a lot of middle fingers there. So, you know, I'll let the music speak for itself, but yeah, The Man with Stars in His Knees, it is what you make of it.
Subjective, but open to interpretation there.
Very much so.
But how did you find making the album? Was it?
Well, it's funny you say that actually, because the album itself is probably the easiest part of the whole ordeal in a way. We slogged it at Plus 11, now called Essex Recording Studios, James Curtis Thomas studio, for 2 months, and it was a great time actually. It was full of friends, 4 people, as Aaron said, recorded the album, and it was a place where every opinion mattered, which is a thing that you don't get with a lot of bands now.
The luxury we had, so I didn't mean to interrupt, the luxury we had is there's only 4 of us. So before, in albums that I'd done before, there was a lot of co-writers, a lot of label pressure, a lot of, oh, we need the radio. That didn't matter. It was all about writing songs that we connected to and we cared about. Like every single song on this album is a song that complete passion, and everybody cared about every little nuance of the tracks. And as well, like, one of the things that we wanted to do as musicians, which is something you can't do very often, and we tracked this album to tape. A lot of people say tape sounds better. It doesn't. It sounds different, and we wanted a different sounding album, and we got it. So sorry, you can continue now.
You've said it very well for me.
I mean, we're not going to talk about the departure too much from your previous band, but I'm interested, obviously your brother and sister, but how it came about that, you know, you departed the previous band and how you decided to perform together musically. Like, was it a decision over the kitchen table? Was it, I'm furious, but I want to continue music? Well, I know what.
No, well, Laurie had, when I used to come home from those long old tours, Laurie would just be playing in her bedroom. Laurie's been playing guitar for 15 years. For somebody that's only 23 now, I mean, literally,
22.
She came out 22. We'll give you a few extra years. We'll be Stevie Nicks one day.
You want to borrow this to be somewhere.
But you know, she literally came out of the womb and picked up a guitar. I genuinely, and I said this to Classic Rock the other day, I cannot remember Laurie not playing guitar ever, because I was only 9 when she started. Which, you know, that's pretty incredible, really. And there's a reason that she's as good as it is, because she's grafted, and that's the difference between a musician that I always want to work with people that I feel are deserving, and Laurie could not be more of a deserving character. It doesn't matter whether she's my sister or not. Like, she's got it down. And the same goes for each and every one of the other lads that are on the album and work with the band. Tom, Kev Hickman, Chris Guyat. They're all phenomenal players and great personalities, and that's the one thing that's the key point that I wanted to make very apparent to anybody that came into our circle. You've got to have the right personality.
So how did it come about? That's what I want to know. Were you literally sat around the kitchen table and...
Well, I mean, Aaron, I already knew Aaron was going to start the album with James, the producer, and I was happy for him to do that. I mean, once he left the previous band, you could see he was enlightened by music again. And at the time I was working, I was like a standard teenager or early 20-year-old, and just got out of college. I wasn't even thinking about band. I've always been in bands, but I always thought it's beyond my reach. Aaron had managed to get the success, and I was happy for him, but I never thought it would ever be me as well. Obviously I wanted to do it, but we never ever thought we were going to be working in a band together, ever. Even though Aaron's a phenomenal vocalist and I've spent 15 years of my life playing guitar, for some reason...
awesome guitarist, it's fine.
For some reason we've just never connected the jigsaw at all. And
I think we always thought it was going to be a bit cliche.
Yeah, but I just never thought of it. And Aaron wanted me to just come down to the studio for a week or so when I had a while off work, and I came in and I heard the sort of what were demo tracks, and I was like, well, that doesn't sound right, that's wrong, and what if we do that there, and do you know what, I don't even like how the guitar sounds in that bit, let's just completely track it again. And they took my opinion into consideration, and
just organically just somehow fit together.
And I only said that because I wanted Aaron to do well from it, and from that I think I earned my stripes in the band, and we slogged it in the studio for 2 months. No heating, it was winter, freezing cold, no showers, like the only hot water we had was from the kettle, I think, wasn't it? And from that I think Aaron realised I could tour then. That was like the tour away from home but not touring. So that's how it came about. We never officially said anything, but it just happened. Happened.
I didn't doubt that Laurie could tour, but it was great to have the confirmation when we were in the studio and not washing for 3 days at a time because there was no hot water and we had to go like 3 or 4 miles away to get a shower. No, yeah.
Tour training camp.
Yes.
Very much so.
So, as the lovely lady in the band, you must have to put up with a lot of stick. I mean, I asked Aaron about working with his sister, and he just picked you up and said how wonderful you are. But let's get all the juicy gossip. Working with guys, who's got the worst habits?
Oh, do you know?
Boss.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't know who's got the worst habit. Do you know? I would say Aaron, probably, just in general, because you're a bit of a scatterbrains at times. He likes to forget a lot of things. Items, people, bloody anything. Yeah, just.
I've just left my purse over there.
Yeah, honestly, like, yeah, you're pretty messy.
I was going
to say, apparently that's the creative thing, isn't it?
Keep my creative juices flowing.
Yeah, I mean, by the dirty sock in the pizza box. It's my inspiration.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's not too many bad habits or annoyances, really. Not that I can think of.
Again, like Laurie pretty much keeps the band together. Like the thing that I was able to bring to the table was the creative aspect of his music, and from here I definitely need help. And thankfully, I mean, I still had like a great agent. I had James Curtis Thomas helping us and Laurie, but the inception of the idea came from me, but everything else around it was totally because of the collective, and certainly a massive amount of work from Laurie. I mean, I couldn't even go into how much Laurie has been a part of making this thing work. We would not be right here, right now, if it wasn't for the amount of financial and business savvy things that Laurie will come up with. She's very, very smart.
My siblings would never say anything so nice about me. So finally, out of all the boys, which one's an alien? Are you convinced is an alien, and what do you think their home planet looks like?
Out of all the band, do you know what? I think Kev would be the alien.
Oh, that's a fair comment.
Yeah. He's very weird in a lovely way. I don't know what planet he'd be on. What planet? Jupiter?
He'd probably like Uranus.
Yeah.
Probably.
What would his home planet look like if he
What
had,
would his
if he had a
home-
planet Kev?
It would be vegan. So
I'm
there'd
imagining a lot
be
of purple as well, and zebra stripes.
yeah, there'd be lots of animals everywhere because he doesn't eat. So there'd be animals, but no fruit and veg because that's all he eats.
The other way round. Loads and loads of animals, but there would be lots of fruit and veg because he doesn't.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
And are you up for a really random question? Okay. Which Muppet would you like to knife fight in a swamp and why?
Knife into.
What Muppet would you like to knife fight in a swamp and why?
Knife fight.
Knife
Oh
fight.
God. I mean, to be honest, Big Bird has got to be up there.
Big Bird's not a Muppet, that's Sesame Street.
Wait, Muppets are like Elmo and Elmo and Gonzo and stuff.
Keep going, I've got it.
Oh, 1 second, Muppets.
That's Muppets.
Oh,
isn't it?
hang on a second.
Kermit, Elmo, Gonzo.
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
I reckon, to be fair, I'm not being funny, she's got your attitude.
As I say, she's known as being pretty tough. No, well, I mean, what bands? I mean, obviously you're playing tomorrow, so I'm assuming you're going to stick around for Aerosmith.
Unfortunately, we've actually got to head back to the hotel, but we are catching Coheed and Cambria. That's Laurie's most favourite band here, so.
I do have a little love for Claudio Sanchez, that's for sure.
You know what? You will be right up the front, I'm sure, with our editor-in-chief Vicky, because she's been scoping out the press area just in case he walks in.
Yep. I just need to see that hair just one more time. I saw him in the Coco a few years back, and it was phenomenal. So I want to see him again.
Is there anyone in particular that you're looking forward to seeing, Aaron?
I'm just following Laurie. This is her festival this year. Whatever she wants, she gets.
Oh, lots of beer. Just as a. But no, thanks guys. Thank you so much for catching up, and good luck with the set tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.